Hey everybody, we are back. We are joined by this month's guest. This is actually kind of our holiday show. This is actually awesome because he was on our very first holiday show, so this is very exciting that he survived that and came back for another one. Please, please welcome back to Pantsless Radio, Drew Gulak.
Thank you for the intro.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming back.
Thanks for having me back and not inviting me to some creepy party this time.
I know. I'm sorry. You know what? I blame all of that on sugar.
Yeah, me too.
All of it on sugar. But since the last time you were there, I have upgraded my black bitches. I now have an awesome one.
Is it Yolanda?
It is Yolanda.
That's the biggest upgrade you can get. Good job.
Right?
Yay, me!
Yay, you! Yolanda, she of the designer of the fabulous coat.
That's right.
Yeah, she's incredible. Yep.
Yay! It's powerful, it's awesome, it's badass.
It's
yeah, it lets me fly. Yo, I want to get a new one too. I want to get a new one. I want to get like a wardrobe of coats. I want like an array of Yolanda brand coats.
Yay!
You need one in like every color. So no matter what you wear, you've got a coat to match.
I want like one that helps me do other superpowers. Like that one helps me fly. I want one that helps me like jump. Maybe one that helps me like I don't know, survive fires.
There we go.
Well, okay, let's jump into the wrestling shit first. And how about one that allows you to survive Cage of Death?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, a coat that would guarantee survival would be good because, you know, the whole death in Cage of Death, that would be bad. Because we love you.
Yeah, I'm trying not to die ever when I live.
Right.
That's like my MO for life, you know, not die today.
That's a good plan. Solid plan.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, that is probably the next time that people are going to be able to see you wearing the coat, right?
What's that?
On Cage of Death. December 13th in Voorhees, New Jersey at the Flyer Skate Center.
I hope so. Well, it depends. If there's stuff in the cage that's gonna like mess the coat up, there's no chance I'm bringing that thing in there.
Well,
Damn Skippy.
Yeah, exactly. Or else I'll have her to deal with.
You will, and she'll be there, and she'll be like, "Oh, I don't think so." You take that coat off, and you give it back to me, and then you get in the cage.
No, it'll be fun. I mean, the cage is going to be the star of that thing. I could come out naked and it still wouldn't matter.
That was Yolanda giving you a standing ovation.
Oh yeah, I know who it is. I know what's going on. That's the only reason I'm saying it.
Of course, because again, you know you're going to be leaving me to deal with her.
Oh yeah, no, her cheeks are real sore right now. It's great.
I hate you because he knows. My temples hurt.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so we will actually talk about some wrestling stuff, which is totally out of Yolanda and our spectrum, but, you know, we will do it because we love you. So, this is your first Cage of Death in the actual cage.
Yeah, this is the first time doing, like, the main event of Cage of Death. Is real special. Before, like, I was randomly inside of the cage for a show called Trapped, which CCW did back in 2007, I think. And I wrestled Andy Sumner, Derek Frazier, and Sanjay Dutt in a four-way, but the cage was up around the ring back in the arena. But this is like the first real Cage of Death thing I was involved with as far as being inside of it. I have put them together before. If that counts, I'll build them.
Yeah.
That's extra credit.
Yeah, that doesn't really count, right?
Exactly. You know what? You should probably offer to help put this one together, and then you know where everything is. You can throw in a couple little, rig it up the way you want it.
No, this one I'm not. No, they don't let the participants create the cage. It's not allowed.
It's frowned upon.
It's illegal.
Oh. Well, we would never support doing anything illegal on this show.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not allowed.
Yes, we would, but we won't. We won't just. We won't just include you.
Oh boy.
Anybody else, I'll be like, yeah, sure, but not the legal eagle. He can't do that.
No. With anybody else, we'd be offering to create a distraction so you could cheat, but not with you. Not with
That's
you.
right.
Okay, so like I was there. I've seen a bunch of Cage Deaths on DVD and stuff, but I was actually there last year with Yolanda. And honey, that shit is crazy. Like
Yeah, last year was pretty nuts.
I'm not
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Yeah, last time was crazy.
How you
Big
prepare
Mom to make a big return was pretty cool.
Oh God, that was amazing.
Yeah.
How are you preparing for this, Drew?
How am I prepared for it?
Yeah, how are you preparing for this?
Oh, how am I preparing for it?
Yeah.
I'm just doing my 2-a-days.
My 2 days. That's cute.
Yeah. Doing my 2-a-days. Watch the video.
Yeah, but what about mentally though? Like that's
Oh, I'm good. No, I'm good.
You're
I'm good mentally. Yeah, I'm good.
Excuse me.
So you've done some hardcore, some deathmatchy stuff before, but I mean this is kind of, obviously the one that immediately springs to mind is the no rope barbed wire match.
Right.
Oh my God.
Which was like unbelievable. I love that match. I watch it actually fairly regularly. But I mean this is oh, you're welcome. This is like beyond. I mean, just if this cage is going to be set up anywhere close to last year's or some of the other ones in the past with like all the insane
like
shit.
I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the design is going to be.
Scary,
well,
I think, is probably
really
a given.
What's that?
I think scary is probably going to be a given.
Scary. I know, they've had them before where they've built like giant wooden ones, like they've just makeshift all these things, and it looks like a crazy House of Horrors. The big yellow cage is like what it traditionally looks like. That's always been like the standout look for that match. They've had it with like ladders hanging off the ceilings before, and then huge scaffold going across the whole building. It's going to be interesting with 4 guys in there. How much space is going to play a role in what's going on. The ring is big, so I mean I'm not worried about fitting in there with those guys. Cheese ain't so big, so that's going to be fine.
Well, now that I think about it, you made sure you wear those black tights. That
Yeah. I'm definitely thinking black.
Yeah, there we go. Much as I love the tights I designed for you, get those Jones a rest.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. I don't think I'm going to do the good one. I think I'm going to keep it.
Yes.
Cheap ones or whatever.
Yeah, that's what she's saying is if you're going to be falling into glass and barbed wire, don't do it and hurt the stuff she made you.
That's right. Unless you want to see me cry. Guilt trip.
Well, yeah, like this is actually like a very unlike every other Cage of Death, and the fact that 4 guys, that's fine, but none of you are really known per se for doing hardcore stuff or for doing death matches. So I mean
I'm kind of sick of hearing that.
Really? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at you for saying that. Like everyone's saying that stuff, but I mean like I'm over it, man. Like that's bull. Go back like 30, 40 years and tell me Terry Funk and Dusty Rhodes weren't, wrestling those things, and tell me that they're deathmatch guys. Like that I'll argue with you all day on that stuff.
Preach, brother.
I think that's the end of the argument, honestly.
I agree.
Wasn't Batista in a barbed wire cage match like a few years ago?
You said Batista?
Yeah, or am I making that up?
You might be, but for the sake of you, he absolutely did, and it was amazing. Whoever he faced.
Thank you.
Poor
Suck up.
I'll wear that crown.
No, but seriously, I mean, Jesus in the cage before. That's
yeah, definitely. The Blackout was in I want to say a couple, weren't they? Like back in the day.
No, they did. Joker was in one of them, and then at Cage of Death 6 the year before, it was Blackout versus Team Cash for the tag titles and the Freebirds rules and the double ring. There was 2 rings with I don't know how many pieces of cage. I guess 8 pieces of cage were on that thing, or 7 or whatever, 6. I don't know. It's huge. So the 6th Daddy put a trash can on his head, did a backflip off the side.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, that was really awesome.
Yep.
Well, I look at it as it doesn't matter. You got 4 top great competitors who, 3 out of the 4 is, hungry to be champion. 2 wants to be champion again, and 1 wants to finally be a champion. Then you have Sozio, who wants to retain, and everybody's going to be hungry for each of their goals. So I look very forward to this and seeing what you guys are willing to do to get what you want.
Thanks.
Do you think the cage will actually keep the front out long enough to keep their greasy little noses? Right.
Somebody should bring mace.
They're a bunch of cheaters. They couldn't hang on their own inside the ring. Hate those guys. Their gear is ugly.
Fuck it.
Uh-oh.
That is true.
What?
Except for 2 people.
The only one who's dressed up nice is the idiot boss. The other ones look like morons.
And 1 more, the one who looked like Siler. I'm not sure what his name is, but he looked like a mini Siler. He dresses nice.
Nicholas K.
Yeah. But everybody else dressed like bums.
The little Zachary Quinto.
He do.
We've talked about that so many times. It's nice that other people see it too. I kind of thought it was just us.
No. He looks like Siler.
He does, but he doesn't have Siler's ginormous freaky eyebrows.
No, that's the only thing missing. But other than that,
yeah, there's definitely some Zach Quinto going on there. You're totally right. That's funny. Now I'm never going to be able to not see that when I look at it.
Can't be.
I'm going to call him that all the time now.
You're welcome.
It would be great if he has no idea who he is.
He was Spock. He was Spock in
in the last Star Trek movie.
Right.
In both. Yeah.
You just call him Siler all the time. Too. Awesome.
Speaking of, damn it, we're supposed to be talking about wrestling.
Wait.
This is so hard right now for us.
Yeah, it really is.
We just want to talk about everything else under the sun. We all know that Cage of Death is, seriously, Drew, Cage of Death is upon us. There's only so much we can say about the match because the match hasn't happened.
Yes.
Oh man, no, I ain't gonna say that because that'll put me in a predicament.
You can tell too that we're trying to be on our best behavior for you.
Oh boy.
Which rarely happens.
So how about this? This wasn't talked about on the air, so let's talk about it now. So you recently competed in Smash. Who was it against? Because I forgot.
The Young Bucks.
You teamed with Biff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so tell us how it goes. How it went. How goes the match?
We lost.
You lost. Fault. I mean, it was his fault.
I will take responsibility.
It was a mutual loss.
It's my fault for not going to the show. I should have gone.
Actually, no, they cheated. They're a bunch of cheaters. A bunch of cartoon character cheaters, those little bastards.
Curse you, Young Bucks, and your cheap-ass tassels.
Seriously.
Whoa, shots fired.
Yeah, pow, pow. There we go.
No, actually, that I thought was actually a really cool thing. That I was very excited when I saw that you and Biff were coming up for Smash. And then I found the date, and I was like, this sucks because I can't go, and hopefully you will be back, because I really want to.
We're supposed to be there the day after Cage of Death, so if I survive, I will be there.
Ooh, with Biff?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so
or if we both survive, we'll be there.
Both survive.
If one of us dies, we probably won't be there.
Sorry, Smash in advance.
Hopefully, we're fingers crossed. No, fingers crossed. Neither of you die. If one of you does though, we should probably come up with like a substitute.
Well, I'm not planning on dying, so.
Okay, so if it was Biff, who would be your substitute?
Who would be my substitute? Probably Tim Thatcher, but I don't know if they can get him over there that quickly.
Oh, yeah. No, I really wish I saw you guys. I could have saw you guys wrestle live.
Really?
You and Timothy Thatcher.
Yeah.
How many? Was this your first year wrestling him?
No, I wrestled Tim last year in California for Wrestling Cares Association.
Oh, he did wrestle him last year. Even though you only wrestled him, how many times have you wrestled him so far? Twice? More than 5?
I wrestled Tim, let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times now, maybe 5 times. Yeah, 4 or 5 times now.
All right, so let's say it's pretty fresh.
And then we've teamed a bunch. We've been a tag team for quite a while now, actually. In Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. We won their Summer Tag Classic, which you can see on MAV TV if you get that channel.
I'm kind of going all over the place, but it was something I was thinking about earlier. I thought Andy Sumner was part of the front, and I was hoping to see some more stuff. He disappeared again. Sozio
He's crazy. I don't know what happens to him, where he goes.
Sozio, you broke. You didn't have money to pay. What did he call him? Hands.
I don't know where he even hands. I don't know where he even found them. To be honest. No, seriously, I had not seen him in years, and he came out of the blue. And I guess they decided to get him for that match, which is weird.
Yeah, and he was huge. I almost didn't even recognize him.
Yep.
Well, I do have a question.
Okay.
I know you would take all comers and all that good stuff, but would you like to wrestle him one-on-one? Is there I don't know who would be let's say madder at each other per se, but would you be are you not feeding? Do you want to wrestle him? Do you feel like, you know what, I need for X, Y, and Z, I need to get my hands on him? Or you fuck it?
On Andy Sumner?
Yeah.
It's up to him. I'm down to wrestle if he wants to. I don't really care.
I was right. It was.
Yeah. I care less. I care less if I wrestle him or not.
Jeez. You hear that, Sumner? That's fighting words. Come back out of the...
Come back out of the woodwork.
Yeah, whatever the hell you are. That big-ass woodwork, now he's diesel as hell.
I don't know what he does. He goes to Europe and competes and stuff still. Or at least he used to. I don't know if he does it now. It's weird. Yeah, it's just so weird. He just disappeared out of the blue one day, and that was it. That's exactly what happened. Next thing I know, I'm a singles wrestler.
That's well, I hope that happens. I don't know. I hope that happens again, but with God damn it, I hate I can't say stuff. I do. I think it'd be a great. I think it'd be a cool match to see you versus Sumner.
There you go.
Especially
Maybe
now.
you could bring him in, or you could fly him out wherever he is.
Well, somebody else, not me.
Oh, you just want to see the match. You don't want to actually.
I do want to see the match.
You don't want to make it. You don't want to make it happen.
I can.
Not beyond taunting him on our podcast.
Hold on. I can maybe talk to the powers that be and go, hey, person, man, you should make this happen. Stop playing. Stop bullshitting. This would be great.
There you go.
You got me all hyped up when I saw that video on CZ. What's the YouTube channel, Wiggy? I know you know it.
CZW News.
Yeah, you had me all hyped when I saw it on that, and then all of a sudden nothing happened. Nothing had happened. This ain't cool. This ain't right. This shit need to go down, man. And there you go. That's all I can do. Sorry.
Glad you were excited.
I'm thinking about wrestling stuff, and this is my train of thought. I was thinking when we were talking about, if Biff tragically dies in Cage of Death, which of course we hope he doesn't. Who your substitute partner could be for Smash. And I'm thinking, this is my train of thought. First I'm thinking, how about somebody from the campaign? Then I'm thinking, Mr. Tofiga. Then I'm thinking Mr. Tofiga's chicken. And now I just really want to ask you, like, how fucking good is his chicken, man?
Here we go.
Oh, he's amazing. He's a great cook.
That chicken, like, was life-changing. Oh, my God.
Yes.
It touched my soul.
It did. It did. I'm convinced that chicken is the only thing that kept me alive during Tournament of Death. This is what happens when I try to talk about wrestling. It ends up being about chicken.
Well,
so speaking of all of that, everybody knows we record all this shit early. And so it's currently Tuesday, November 25th. And that means in 2 days, it is American Thanksgiving, which I'm a huge fan of. So, Drew, do you have any plans for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to wrestle turkeys.
How much is admission?
It's going to be great. I'm going to be dressed as a pilgrim.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Lots of buckles.
Tonka's going to be there.
For real. Don't lie.
Yeah, this is my Thanksgiving. That's what I do every Thanksgiving.
It's awesome. Is this going to be available from our good friends at Smart Mark Video?
No, I just do this for fun.
Oh, okay. You could probably make a few bucks off of that.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with you people? Everything's got to be like capitalist, huh? With you guys, pro wrestling and all that stuff. You got to think like about, oh, you can make money this way. This guy can be making money doing it this way. Like, no, it's just for fun. Get off me. Step out.
So you're just doing it for the passion for the business.
Yeah. It's not about the dollars all the time. I mean, like, sure, I want to make the dollars, but it's not always about the dollars. Okay? It's about the love of the game.
And possibly a hatred of turkeys.
No, I love the turkeys. I respect them. They're very wily, so it's good for the reflexes. Yeah, no, nothing but love for the turkeys.
Oh, okay. So you don't
cranberry sauce too, but that doesn't put up much of a fight.
Wow, there's a little glimpse into Drew Gulak we weren't expecting.
That's what I do every Thanksgiving. You asked me, what I did.
That's nice.
What I do.
What are you doing for Hanukkah? Do you wrestle any other wild fowl for Hanukkah?
No, I have dinner with my family.
I'm sorry, did he answer? Is he laughing?
So this is how it's going to go, huh, Drew?
You asked me what I do for Hanukkah. I just dinner with my family. Why is that? That's not crazy at all.
You
like candles?
Oh, well, okay. All right. So.
Are they scented candles?
No. We never had the scented candles. They got to be like specific for the menorah.
Okay, how about this? How about people like me who really doesn't know about Hanukkah? So.
What do you mean by people like you?
I think she's being
people
racist.
Like me who don't. Okay, now I can either be honest or I can go the other route. So I'll mix both. Black people like me who don't know about Hanukkah. So, sir, could you please enlighten me? Or
all right, Hanukkah is the Jewish festival of lights. There's actually a really cool backstory to it. So, back in like ancient Israel times, when the Hebrews actually had control of Israel, because that area has been controlled by so many different people over the years because of its geographical location. There was a temple, and King Solomon, at the time, the temple was being sacked by Romans because they were trying to fight for the land control. And when the Maccabees were all fighting the war and all that stuff, and trying to beat the Romans, the people in the temple didn't have any way to access oil. They didn't have a supply of oils or anything, or any fuels of any kind. Mm-hmm. So to keep the spirits alive and to keep, to have them actually have fire, they only had one little vial of oil left and it burned for 8 days. So whatever way that happened, whether it was some kind of scientific mishap or just a legend, the story is they only had enough oil for one night, and it lasted them 8. So that is why it is the Festival of Lights, to celebrate that time.
And that's why the menorah has 8 candles.
Yeah. Some of them have 7, some of them have 9. What they
Really?
call it the thing. Yeah, it was like.
Damn it! That was the only thing I thought I knew for sure.
Traditionally, in Reform Judaism and all the major practices of that holiday, it's 8 candles with 1 to light all the other candles. You don't light them directly; they're supposed to, because that same flame is supposed to last over the 8 nights. So that's why you see a bunch of stalks coming off the side of like one big candle, and it's like a candelabra.
Oh, okay. Because my best friend is Jewish, and I just thought he'd been fucking with me all these years. Feeding me bad info.
Well, you're an anti-Semite.
No! You're anti-Canadian.
No, I'm not. I love Canadians.
Well, I love Jews.
You should, Wiggy, since you're Canadian, and he said he loves Canadian or whatever, Canada.
Yes.
You should have him prove it.
Canadian.
I
love Canadian bacon. I love Trish Stratus.
Don't even call it
John
Canadian.
Candy.
Hold on. He said Trish Stratus and John Candy. Wiggy, do you approve?
No, that's fine.
I love hockey.
Issue is... Oh, do you?
I love Dudley Do Right. I love.
Are you legit?
I love Twiggy. I love Twiggy from
yes, Twiggy from IWS.
Montreal.
ISW.
Yeah, that Twiggy. Not that. Hold on for a second. Hold on.
I love Bret Hart.
No.
Do you love poutine?
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Just
Really?
had that actually at Le Cellier in Epcot.
Ooh.
Which is the steakhouse in the Canada Showcase of the World, which is freaking amazing there. And they got a couple different kinds of poutine, but their traditional kind is probably the best I've had. And I've had like all the run-of-the-mill corner store poutines.
Wait, you were just in Canada, had no poutine, but you did have poutine in Florida?
Yeah, that's funny actually.
I was gonna say.
That's the life I live.
You don't live by anybody's rules. You do what you want.
That's the life I live. No, that's exactly what happened. Like, I had it in Florida, and I flew to Canada. I had what did I eat in Canada? I don't think we had any food in Canada. It was right over the border. Didn't even have time to stop and get food. I had trail mix, which was from Disney World, ironically.
That's not good. You're in Canada. You're supposed to experience all of our cuisine, which really
it's the life of professional wrestling. That's the glory that it gets you.
It gets you hungry, apparently.
Hey, I think that's just time of day.
Have you ever considered wrestling a moose?
I've wrestled a moose before.
How'd that work out for you?
He speared me.
I kind of walked into that.
Yeah, he's a big black dude named Moose.
I figured you were talking about him.
Oh, Lord.
He used to be an NFL player.
Hey, are you actually a hockey fan?
What's that?
Are you actually a hockey fan?
Yeah. I mean, when the Flyers are doing well, I'm a big-time hockey fan, but I generally enjoy watching hockey, yes.
So the Flyers are your team?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right. Proud Philadelphian.
Yeah.
Wiggy over there grinding her teeth. Hey. Remember when, you know what, I don't see too much of it now, Drew, and I ain't gonna lie, throughout this interview I will be talking about Philly stuff, because I don't have too many guests that's from my hometown, now that I think about it. You remember back in that, talk about throwback, let's say, what's the day, Tuesday, Throwback Tuesday. When people really cared about the Flyers, and everybody, had, flags that was as wide as their house outside, and except the buses had Go Flyers and stuff like that. That was the good old days. Now I don't even see people even have like a little flag on their.
Yeah, they haven't had much luck lately, but the diehards are still diehards. Like they always got flyer stuff on. Like in Mayfair, like usually like definitely in the Irish neighborhoods, like they got big time flyer support. Yeah, that's like huge. But yeah, Eagles are usually the top. Always real popular. And then the Philly logo. I think the Phillies logo is a little more mainstream than the Eagles logo as far as pop culture goes. All the rappers wear the Phillies stuff. It's true. No. Like you know how like they got the Lakers, and then they got like guys don't wear the. They do sometimes wear the Sixers stuff.
No, I'm laughing because it is true.
Yeah, no, it's totally true. The East Coast versus West Coast music rivalry. That's awesome.
Yeah, I need a Philly fitted. That's one thing I never got.
Beanie Siegel, Dipset all day.
Oh, I hurt you. Hey. Okay, Wiggy, I know you don't know what we're talking about, but that's okay. Drew, what year was this? I was a sophomore in college, 2001, some stuff like that. And I was my stepsister at the time lived in North Philly. And I went there to get my braids done for the first time, the small individual braids, right? And I'm on the step. So not but I was embarrassed as hell. I don't know about braids on the steps and all that stuff, but whatever. People don't know me. Who cares, right? All of a sudden, somebody's walking up the street, and they're like, here he go again. And I look up, and it's Freeway. How about that? Walking up the street,
awesome.
Rapping while I got half my hair braided and half my hair out.
That's awesome.
So there you go.
Damn. Yeah, it doesn't get much more Philly than that. If you were eating a cheesesteak while this was going on, that would be a postcard.
No, but we'll actually talk about that a little later in the show. I got some Philly trivia for you, and I got to figure out how I want to say it to you, whether to make you take a test or agree or disagree. Maybe it should be agree or disagree, but we will see. It'll be a nice treat to see how much of a Philadelphian you really are.
All right.
So there you go.
Well, okay, it's slightly more serious thing where you kind of mentioned as we started talking. You asked Yolanda if she had seen the protests that are going on in Philly right now, and I kind of put a halt to it just so we can kind of talk about it here. So what is going on there?
Well, I guess with what happened with the shooting, it's I guess getting national coverage right now all over the news. A young man was shot. He was unarmed. He was shot 6 times by a police officer, and the family is protesting. Rightfully so. They're demanding that police officers wear surveillance equipment when they're on duty, which it's really not a bad idea. It's a great idea. You know, you always see that in movies.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's not a common thing, and they do it in the cars too. So if it's practical and affordable, like they should definitely do that for both parties' sake. I think it's a great idea. So, you know, a lot of people in our city have turned it into like a racial issue. Of course, it's a racial issue because there's a white police officer shooting up a black teenager, and then when it gets on the internet like that, people can say whatever they want behind, close circumstances. So you're going to get those extremists that come out of the woodwork and start saying crazy stuff. And like the racial issue is kind of on public. So now it is sparking the attention of the locals here, where they are protesting against police officers, which is, in my opinion, a terrible way to go about trying to solve this problem or raise any kind of awareness to this thing. But, I mean, it's certainly driving attention. So I was just over at my local GNC, and there were helicopters circling outside, like 2 blocks away from my apartment. And the entire street was filled with people, and the police station was basically being protested out front. And I know down south where this actually did happen, there were riots going on. People were flipping cars and raiding buildings and stuff like that. So it's real scary. So needless to say that GNC didn't get a lot of business today.
Just you.
But yeah, that's what's going on. It's pretty crazy, and it was real close to my house. So I'm just glad that it didn't escalate, which is nice, because sometimes those all it takes is one person to say the wrong thing and to rile people up. It's not doesn't take a lot.
Yeah, I was actually in St. Louis 2 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it had calmed down by then.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend actually lives on the other side of the airport from Ferguson, and it's scary as fuck. And it was weird when I was people were, some of my friends and some of my family were actually kind of trying to talk me out of going, and
Right.
I was like, no, everything's calmed down, it's cool and stuff. And I love St. Louis, and I was there for 10 days, and I was talking to a bunch of people who live in Ferguson or who work there and stuff, and I was really surprised by actually talking to the people who live there. And I mean, I talked to some of the people who were in some of the protests, and I'll specify protests, not riots, because the two are very different things, and they're being done by very different people.
Right.
And it was weird, because I guess I was expecting to find a lot of anger, and people kind of ranting and raving and stuff. I didn't come across a single person who was angry about what had happened. Everybody was just really sad.
Yeah.
That this kid, and no matter what he had going on in his life, some people say he was a thug, some people are pushing he was on his way to college. And if he was both, which is probably the most likely scenario, he was still an 18-year-old kid who was gunned down like a dog in the street and left there.
Mm.
And that's just fucked up no matter how you look at it. But that's what people were just sad about that. They weren't, and just the fact that things had escalated to the way they had. And it was just, I just felt so bad for the people I was talking to. And then last night, when, of course, the whole, what is it, I guess the grand jury? I'm not really sure how, came out and said that he wasn't going to be indicted. There was going to be no trial and everything. I was on the phone with my friend, and he was telling me they were and like I said, he's not far from me. He's about a 10-minute drive from being right in Ferguson, and he was like, there's helicopters everywhere. There's sirens going off all the time. A neighborhood down there, they torched the police station. It
Wow.
was and this wasn't even Ferguson. This was a little it's all how every town is every major city is divided into little suburbs and shit, right? And this was one of them that was just as far as I know, it wasn't even adjacent to Ferguson. It's just people were going ape shit down there, and the protesters were peaceful. The people who were just there to say, this isn't right, what's happening and stuff. They weren't, torching shit and going crazy, but it's an entire police station was lit up, in the same place. Somebody went to a car lot and literally set fire to every car in a used car lot. It's fucking insane. It's just
all right. Well,
scary.
I'm gonna try to sum up my thoughts on it. So, basically, we have no idea what truly happened because none of us was there. But like you said, Wiggy, you got a person, period, whether he was black, whatever. You had a person, period, that was left out in the open, dead on the street, uncovered for hours in the heat. Blood spilling in the streets for the whole community to see. And for me, just thinking about it, not really looking into the media because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't, because I know just seeing it and thinking about it would have made me sad, made me want to cry, it made me angry. And there's a lot of people who don't know what to do with that emotion. And the riots is part of it. And the worst part, one of the worst things about these riots is that, Wiggy, I kind of said this to you last night, so I got to figure out a nicer way to say it on tape. But
All right, fuck it. Black people, what the fuck? Why are you rioting? Why are you looting your own fucking community? What is that proving? Nothing. Like, whatever they feel about, whatever people feel about us, because blatantly they didn't give a fuck to do that. You know, that just says, we don't give a fuck about you, or you, and you're making it worse. You're making us look like, and I'm sorry, Drew, we're having to keep a real moment. If they think we a bunch of fucking monkeys, you're proving that we're a bunch of fucking monkeys. It ain't all of us, not all of us, but I know you're angry and all that good stuff, but what you're doing is just making the stereotype worse, extremely worse. The way this needs to change is not the way that's going on. The change is in ourselves and how we act as a whole. Not just, you know, as a race, but you know, a race of color, but a race as a whole. You know what I mean? Because all this anger and hate is doing nothing but making things worse. And that's what it is at the end of the day. And these riots are just not, they're not doing nothing. Like they're gonna, and then when it's all said and done, they're gonna look like Detroit. Was it 8 Mile that looks all crazy? Look like fucking zombie land.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nuts. Like, just people just need to wake up. I feel like this is, you know what? I feel like this is a light version of Do the Right Thing. That's how I feel. Where is Spike Lee to yell wake up? Or no, was it wake up? Was it Do the Right Thing? Or no. I'm gonna make y'all laugh in a minute. School Days. You need to watch School Days. Drew, I don't know if you've seen School Days, but
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right, and at the end, with Lawrence Fishburne, you know, saying wake up, like that's what needs to happen. Like we all just need to wake up. So that's my take on it. In my keep it real moment, one of my keep it real moments of tonight.
That was a damn fucking
that was
good one.
Keep It Real with Yolanda.
That's what we need. That needs to be a regular segment.
Oh, geez.
You make too much damn sense to not have people listening to you.
Keep it real moments. Oh man, how long do we got during shows now for that to happen?
It's gonna need to be its own show.
Like, it might, you know what? That's a good idea. From serious stuff to nonsense. On a lighter note, yeah, like nonsense, like this isn't nonsense, but it just makes it lighter. No, bad weaves. I said, oh, let me. That's a great keep it real moment right there. So there you go. That's how we light heart the show. Bad weaves. So.
Well,
Drew!
I have a Philly.
Go ahead.
I actually have a Philly segue to go.
It's probably what I was going to say, but I believe it does belong to you. So go ahead.
Damn. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, to kind of transition from like serious shit that's going on, and there's stuff going on here too. There were protests today, here as well, and yeah. But anyways, in Philly, going from rioting to to a feud.
Yeah.
Yes. This pisses me off to such an extent it's really ridiculous. Because I can't find it anywhere and I can't find anybody to tell me what happened, and damn it, so Drew, I'm putting you on the spot. Yep. A couple weeks ago, CZW was on Philly Feud, which is just like, tell us what happened, because I'm an entire country away and I have no way of...
So Philly Feud is WPHL 17, which is a local station over here, version of Family Feud, and they do it with local groups in the community, and it's Philadelphia themed. And this particular episode, they had gotten Combat Zone Wrestling to participate, so it was a team Lariat, which was DJ Hyde. Who was on the team? DJ Hyde, Sozio,
Brittany Blake.
David Starr, and Brittany Blake against the foundation of the Combat Zone, which was Black Cheese, myself, Danny Havoc, and Joe Gacy. And we just competed in a wrestling / Philadelphia themed version of Family Feud.
Okay.
And yeah, they're all a bunch of cheaters. That's all I gotta say.
No.
They gave the easy question,
Mm-hmm.
to Team Lariat. And they give us all the hard questions.
Okay, now, I know you said that's all you got to say, but even as a local, the Philadelphian that I am, I can't even find it, which I think is some other effing bull stuff. Their YouTube, even their YouTube channel is not updated. Like,
Oh no, it's all outdated. It's all outdated. I know someone has a copy of it. I guess with all the what we've even got going on lately, I guess the Europe trip and all that stuff, and the Cage of Death preparation, it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. But I'll bring that up next time I see like Maven Bentley or someone like that, and we'll try to track it down and put it online. Hopefully someone has it.
Please. But until then, spill the beans. Spill the beans. I heard that Black G's brung in prostitutes to Shrek the host. You know.
What?
Can you confirm or deny?
I mean, you know how he does.
Is that a Philly thing too?
I don't want to spoil everything, but I'll just say that he was having a good time.
You gotta hurry up and speak to the powers that be. This needs to be seen. Goddamn Philly.
It does, and it's like I've searched like everywhere, like all of the YouTube channel is like 1,000 years old, and the website had a couple pictures and stuff, but I haven't been able to find anything. And I've been begging people on Twitter and on Facebook to like hook me up with this because I'm dying to see it. Everybody who knows who's seen any bits of it, I've said it was really, really good, and it's killing me that I can't see it.
Yeah, ditto. Boo. All right, Mr. Gulak. You recently went to a wonderful, enchanting wedding. And you also went to Disney World. Which one do you prefer to talk about?
Disney World.
Let's talk about Disney World, even though I knew that was the answer. Let's talk about Disney World. So for people, let's say
now I haven't been to Disney World in a very long time, so I know there's a whole bunch of parts. So what part were you in?
Well, I turned it into a 7-day vacation.
Oh.
And got to do all 4 of the major parks, which would be the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, the Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. So I got to see all of it, which is nice.
Are you a ride guy?
Am I who?
A ride guy?
A ride guy? Yeah, I'm a ride guy. True story. I originally went to college to be a roller coaster designer.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Drexel University, architectural engineering. It didn't last too long though, but that was why I went there. So.
Holy shit!
Huh.
Have you ever designed a roller coaster? Obviously, not one that's become a roller coaster, but have you designed them?
Yeah, I've had a few actually.
Any like super scary features that you can let us know about?
Yeah, the name of it, all that. Let's get one roller coaster at least.
We want to sell this for you.
Yeah, let's try to make this happen.
For all, like Six Flags and Disney, because they're totally listening.
Let's just get Carrie Silken to sponsor it. That'll work.
Carrie, we know you're listening to this show.
Right, Carrie, you're tuning in. All right, bro. Let's get the roller coaster together. You can do even a smaller version or something. Be fun.
Seriously, if you can remember, give us a roller coaster that you designed and was supposed to do and such and such. The details.
Well, I don't want to go into too much details, but there was a couple. I wanted to create one that was concealed underground. So from the top, while you're waiting in line, it looks like just a plain track, and it goes into a trailer, but then as you go inside, it drops, and then the whole ride would have been underground, which I think would have been pretty neat.
That would have been really
wow.
Yeah, there's a bunch of that kind of stuff. One, I wanted to build one off the side of a cliff.
Ooh.
But they actually have one that's being made. I know they do them off of skyscrapers, which is kind of popular now. And there's one coming in Florida, which I saw recently. That's actually being built inside of a tower, and the tower is the ride itself. But it's a roller coaster. It's not a drop ride, which is pretty sweet.
Have you?
Yeah, just a bunch of cool concepts like that. Yeah, fun.
Have you ever went to King's Dominion? Or is it Dominion or Dominion? One of the others in Virginia.
I have never been to King's Dominion.
Okay. Well, this is roller coaster. I hope it's still there. I haven't been here in like forever, but it's a roller coaster, regular roller coaster, but eventually it goes underwater.
Ooh,
And
there's a few rides that are like that where they drop and they like go into a tunnel and then you're underwater, correct?
Yes. For me that's the only one I ever saw, because I haven't seen one at Great Adventures, the one that's here the local one close
Yeah,
up.
no, they don't have any water rides really.
Yeah. So
they have a river, the rapids.
Yeah,
so it's really cool because once you're going so fast, you don't see, I guess, the plexiglass or whatever,
right?
That you go through, and it's just so cool because it looks like you're about to go in this dirty ass water. But once it fully goes into the tube, it's like the slow motion, and then it pops out. It's really, really freaking awesome. So
yeah.
So yeah, now I'm guessing you know about it. Have you ever been on a ride like that?
No, I've never. I guess the closest thing would be the Hulk. That one kind of dips into the water there. That's in
Where's the Hulk at?
Islands of Adventure. That was one of the first rides that it's a launch coaster, so that shoots you out of like a tunnel.
Oh,
King Dakar is a launch coaster. That's like a drag race style one. It kind of just like sets you up, and then you start out at high speed.
Where's that? That sounds familiar. Which one's that? Where's
King
that at?
Dakar is in Great Adventure. That is currently the world's tallest, I think, which is going to be out. Which is going to be. I don't know if it's beat by one in Malaysia or not right now, but it's a drag style racer or a drag style coaster, which
I think I got on
it's
there.
incredible. It's incredible. It shoots you like 80 or 120 miles per hour or something like that. It was the world's tallest and fastest coaster for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at Great Adventure, and it's a wonderful ride. It's only 30 seconds long. The line moves pretty fast, and it's worth whatever weight you're waiting in. It's incredible if you've never been on it.
I think I have. I'm just trying to remember. Fun fact: one of my jobs many years ago, I had a really cool boss, and we both cut work to go to Great Adventures.
Right.
And I took that day because our kids were young, so they couldn't get on with me. To get on every roller coaster I could think of, early in the morning at Six Flags. And I realized, Drew, you're younger than me, so that's good. Plus you're a dude, so this might not even matter. But I realized for me, whatever, honey, I might still been 20-something then. I think I was. Probably like 29. One ride was enough. That was the day I realized I am not built like I used to be. Getting off, get back, to be like.
No, same way. Same way.
One and done. Okay, good. I don't feel too bad.
No, it's definitely gotten worse for me. I was talking to a few people about this, and I wonder if it has to do with like taking a lot of impact moves and stuff in wrestling, and that it has caused me to become more easily susceptible to motion sickness. Because before I was never bothered by it, and now, like even on like simple rides, like I get motion sickness for that. So I'll take like Dramamine in the morning. My last trip though wasn't so bad. It was better than it used to be, but I've had some miserable days at Six Flags. Let me tell you.
Oh no.
What is your all-time favorite coaster and favorite park?
Ooh, it's a tough one.
The hard-hitting journalistic
questions. No, it's a real tough question because I like so many for so many different reasons. All right, I'll say as far as a thrill ride, a roller coaster, it would have to be El Toro, which is at Six Flags Great Adventure. That's a wooden coaster.
Ooh, I love wooden ones.
It's a synthetic wooden coaster, which means it was prefabricated, and a computer basically cut it out and put it together instead of it being like hand built.
Oh,
but
wow.
That thing is freaking crazy.
Now, for it out. Can you say that one more time?
What? That ride? El
Did I cut
Toro.
out and you didn't hear me?
A little bit.
Hello?
I got you now.
I think I'm cut. Oh,
Very
El
good.
Toro. All
Yeah,
right,
El
cool.
Toro.
I got scared. I was like, holy crap. Yeah, we're good. All right, cool beans.
Well, there's an amusement park here.
Mickey, you need to get on roller coasters.
I love roller coasters. You know what though? I like wooden ones because I'm not big on loops. I can handle anything else, but loops I get freaked out on.
Man, it says 101. I know Drew knows what I'm talking about. Donny Park. What is it called? Thunderhawk or whatever.
There was one called Thunderhawk. That I think they took that one down. No, that one's still up. I think there's one that's still up. I know they got rid of Hercules, which was awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
Hercules was badass. That one beat you up when you went on it, but that's gone now.
Sure did.
Take that one down.
There's a park here. You gotta come up in the summer. Actually, I think it's over from like May till October. Called Canada's Wonderland. Actually, it might have a corporate sponsored name or something now, but it was always Canada's Wonderland. And there's like 8 or 9 coasters, and they're all different. Like they all have like a different gimmick to them. Like there's a couple wooden ones, like a small kind of kiddie wooden one, a huge ass wooden one, just your standard huge, lots of loops and stuff. There's ones where you're in like a car kind of suspended, where instead of going on the track over you, it's like on the track under you, there's like a rail that you hang from over you. There's one called the Bat, where it's like you were saying, the short one, it's like 48 seconds. And you go through this whole really condensed, lots of twists and turns and stuff. And then you go through it again backwards. And there's, I don't know if this is like a common kind of thing or anything, or if you've been on one, but there's a stand-up one, which is awesome. Have you ever been on, do you know any like that? Like, have you been on a stand-up one?
Yeah, there's a Green Lantern, actually, the stand-up coaster.
How do you like those compared to regular ones?
Honestly, I don't know like what the seat is like on that one that you're talking about, but the one on Green Lantern, like, just crushes my nuts.
So that's what I wrote. It's basically like a bicycle seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and you know, like the thing comes down over your, actually comes around your chest, so it's like you kind of put your.
I'm not a fan of that apparatus.
No, like the seat's adjusted stuff, but every time I'm on it, I'm like, holy shit, this thing hurts. Like I could not imagine being a guy going on something like that. Like that's got to be no fun.
No, it's not. It sucks.
Like, what kind of sadist came up with this idea? It's like,
it's a shame too, because the Green Lantern one, like the track is amazing. It's a beautiful track, but the seat is just terrible.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There must be some people who are like immune to that seat, or they have it like figured out a certain way that it doesn't bother them. But it definitely crushes me every time I get on there, and it's a shame. But I really dig the track. I think it's a cool coaster.
It is. This one's insane. That's the only, oddly, I don't know if this is weird or not, but that's the only coaster that I don't get freaked out going through a loop in, and I'm standing up, which to me feels like something I should be more rattled by. You know, but it's like it's the same thing. Every time I go there, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get on, and every time I get off, and I'm like, why the fuck did I do that to myself? It's like I'm walking funny for the next 20 minutes and going like, man, I feel so bad for every guy in that line.
On that note, I'm not getting on that.
It's great in theory. It's fantastic in theory, but yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Nah, in practice, it's
it don't even. Okay. If it crushes, if it crushes Drew in certain areas, how is it for the chest part of the apparatus? Gonna say I'm scared that it just messes you up from all
okay.
perverted parts.
Okay, here's from like the girl point of view. In most coasters, how it pulls down over your shoulders.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's just the coasters I've been on or whatever, but I find that those come down to a certain point, and they sort of I find it depending on how I sit. If I when you get kind of thrown forward and stuff as the ride's moving, it doesn't really make a whole lot of impact. Like you kind of hit it, but it's like you don't slam into it or anything.
Oh,
But with this thing, you put your arms in these two things on the side, basically like you're putting on like a coat or something, and it closes over your chest. And for me, anyways, it closed right directly over my boobs, and like any movement where it tilted like to the side, which of course is happening like basically nonstop. I'm slamming into this, and I was just like, holy shit, my boobs are going to be black and blue by the time I get off this thing. It's torture. It's torture, but it's fun if you can put aside the excruciating pain that comes from it.
I am beyond good. I get it.
It's like I should not be walking funny and have my boobs hurt because I just got off a roller coaster. No, I get better things I could be doing than.
I got jokes that I won't say. Okay, Wiggy, you don't have Thanksgiving because is Boxing Day equivalent to Thanksgiving?
I do so have Thanksgiving. I had Thanksgiving a month ago.
Oh, okay, fine. Do you have a parade?
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah, do you have parades?
No. Thanksgiving here is the same day as, I think it's Columbus Day for you guys.
Oh, fuck that day. Don't get me started. Fuck that day. I hate that day. You know how many people is protesting about Black Friday? I wish these, keep it real moment, I wish you same motherfuckers complained about Columbus Day. But I bet y'all asses out there get no sales, just like, I'm about to be so bad. Drew, forgive me, but this is another horrible keep it real moment. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do it.
Oh, you can't set us up for saying something horrible that's about to be horribly offensive.
Fuck it. Just like you fake-ass Philadelphia Muslims. Don't get me started. Oh, and you, and I doubt they listen to this show. But if you do, you know who the fuck you are. Oh, I've dealt with them for so many years, and they be like, oh, Christmas this, white that, da-da-da-da. Yeah, but your ass is out there at Bath & Body getting those Christmas fucking sales. Get the fuck out of here.
And that was keeping it real with Yolanda.
I'd like to clip you saying that, and just so I could just put it into every show after she does this. It's just going to be you saying it. That was keeping it real with Yolanda.
Well, you're the producer, so whatever you say.
There we go.
Sorry. I feel bad because Drew. You know, it's funny. There's something about Drew that makes me feel bad for some of the stuff I say. Any other time I just say it, I've been feeling like that for I don't know how many years. That's true.
It really is.
But all that to say, you don't have a parade, but we do.
We don't. But last week was the Santa Claus parade.
Why was it last week? Why would you? What? What is wrong? I love your free health care. You know, I do have asthma, so you can mail me some inhalers. But
I'll get right on that.
some Advair too. Santa Claus Day. Why so early?
Because that's when it always is. It's like the second. I think it's like the second weekend in November is when we have the parade.
Oh, all right, fine. I won't argue with tradition.
Well, because after Christmas or after Halloween, there's nothing until Christmas here. You know, you guys have the Thanksgiving hurdle to get over.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't. It's just so yeah. I love American Thanksgiving. I've actually I booked off this Thursday so that I can hang out at home and watch football and eat stuffing all day. I'm very excited.
Good. Now, Drew, besides you ruffling turkeys, when the last time have you, well, I don't want to assume, so have you ever been to a Thanksgiving parade in Philadelphia?
Mummers. Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, they do that, Mummers parade every,
you mean,
well, they come out,
no,
yeah, they do that for New
Mummers.
Year's, too. They come out for New Year's, mostly, but, they're involved with the Thanksgiving stuff too sometimes. But Philly's got a decent Thanksgiving parade. It's kind of ghetto compared to the Macy's Day Parade, I'd say.
That is
the
true.
Macy's Parade is fantastic.
That is true.
It's pretty funny. It's like ghetto in a funny way. It's like, oh, okay, here's our thing. Not quite that thing, but yeah, why not? Let's do it, guys. All right, we'll all do it ourselves.
It's like for everybody who can't go to that
There's
one.
always like some musical act that's like, I don't know, at D level. It's like they're not quite, they're like, they used to be famous, or they're just not quite famous, that kind of deal. But they're hyped up like they're famous. It's like, it's like the Philly feud of parades. It's the Philadelphia Thanksgiving Parade. It's like the Philly feud version.
I love that.
That said, it's great. A bunch of people just go out and get drunk and sit around my neighborhood.
Well, we're big supporters of public drinking, so
Yeah.
yeah. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Okay, we lost Yolanda.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to get her back.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
You write that timestamp down.
Oh, I am. Okay, actually, while we're trying to get Yolanda back, I'm going to ask you about something completely and utterly random. What has there been anything going on lately, as you are in fact a former champion, with the 24/7 hardcore title?
I am still lost at sea, I think.
Are you?
I believe I'm lost at sea. I think I crashed in a plane.
It's very unfortunate. I hope they find you soon.
Yeah, no, it'd be great. I'd love to get back into that hunt, into the title hunt.
Well, I actually, I got to see a title defense this summer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, which is very cool. And actually, I don't know if you know about it or not. I work with a company called Filsinger Games, and
oh yeah.
Yeah, you are of course in it, and we actually held a live show in July in Jamestown, New York, and on the show, as themselves and as playing characters from the game, were Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy,
right.
and of course Chuck Taylor at the time, anyways, was the 24/7 hardcore champion, and he was supposed to be defending the title against Stevie Richards in the main event of the non-game version of the show. And there was supposed to be a run-in by Doink, because every indie show needs a Doink, right? And so what was supposed to happen, and this was fucking hilarious, is Chuck went into starting the match as champion. He's supposed to be defending against Stevie. Doink is supposed to come in, roll up Chuck, win the 24/7 hardcore title, and immediately eat a Stevie kick and get beat. And so that before the match actually even starts, it turns out that it's Stevie is the champion and he's now defending against Chuck. That's how it was written. It's not how it went. Doink ran in, rolls up Chuck, wins the title, and then bails out of the ring before Stevie can kick him and took off with the belt. And Chuck and Stevie and the ref are in the ring looking around, going, literally standing in front of the crowd going, what the fuck just happened? And Stevie Richards went on this whole, incredibly hilarious little rant at Doink going, okay, well, I was supposed to kick him, I was supposed to win the title, I'm supposed to have it, so let's just say I have the belt, and I'm defending against Chuck. Meanwhile, had taken it and left. So, I'm not really sure where that falls in the chronology of the title history, but
yeah, I have no idea. I'm still stuck in the ocean somewhere.
Yeah, so it's just If Doink shows up, feel free to stab him with a trident and take it, because
Yeah, I got my trident.
Yeah, there's pretty messed up. He who knew of all the titles that he's had the chance to finagle his way into hijacking? He would have gone for the 24/7 hardcore one.
Hey, hardcore rules, anything goes.
Okay, so we're kind of going to swerve into something else because we don't hide anything, so everybody knows we record everything earlier. But this is actually what we're talking to. We're still talking to Drew Gulak, of course, because we love him. And
Hello.
this is hi. Welcome back, Drew, again and again.
Thanks.
So this is actually last time we talked was Tuesday. This is actually now Black Friday. So Drew, how was your? It's a really Black Friday when Yolanda's here. Black Sexy Friday. Yeah.
There we go. Hashtag that.
Hashtag yes. So how was your Thanksgiving? How did the turkey wrestling go for you?
Not too well this year.
Oh no! Did the turkey win?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I won.
Okay.
I didn't have a lot of turkey to go around afterwards.
Ooh, rough match, huh?
No, it was piece of cake. Real easy, actually.
As easy as the cranberry sauce?
Nope.
Not in the slightest, Wiggy.
No. What a silly question. I'm sorry. So,
Yeah, no cranberry sauce. We did have we had like grilled veggies though.
ooh, I love grilled vegetables. Okay, so how was your Thanksgiving? Non-turkey wrestling aside, everybody have a good day.
Drew, you first.
No, it was terrible. I mean, I will say it was cool. That the Cowboys got their butts whipped by the Philadelphia Eagles. That was nice.
That game was awesome.
Wonderful. But otherwise, it was just horrible.
Aww, I'm sorry to hear.
Terrible. It's a terrible experience.
Terrible experience.
That's awful. Was it bad enough you're considering boycotting Thanksgiving from here on out?
Oh, there you go.
I've already made up my mind. It's done.
Damn.
That's it? Oh,
yeah, it's done. I'm going to move Boxing Day over.
You're welcome to have Boxing Day. Boxing Day's a blast. It's pretty much like our Black Friday.
Oh, I'll keep Black Friday.
Well, then, if you make your Thanksgiving Boxing Day, then you'll have 2 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the idea.
That works.
Oh, double the blackness. How nice.
You could always come to Canada in October and give our Thanksgiving a test drive and see, maybe you like that a little more.
Hey, Yolanda, I like my holidays like I like my coffee.
Stop making me blush, Drew Gulak. Oh, that was cute. Oh, man.
So Yolanda, how was yours? I, of course, it was just Thursday for me. But I did take the day off work. I did watch football, and I did eat stuffing, and I had a little American flag that I posted a picture of, and so, yeah. But I imagine yours is probably better.
Now, before I tell you mine, do y'all have, how did you make your stuffing? Like, we have stovetop over here. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's stovetop. I love that shit. Yeah.
Canadian stovetop.
Yeah. It's moose flavored instead of turkey.
Well, I had a really good Thanksgiving, actually. I had to change plans, but I spent it with family. My mom's side, so it was very, very small. Just me, my step-pop, my uncle, and my mom and myself. We left, this is horrible, but I'm going to say it anyway. Dummy didn't come, which is my brother. He called at one point, was like, I'm on my way, and I was like, Mommy, don't tell him to come on. Please tell him to stay wherever he's at, because he's gonna kill the vibe. So no, stay home or whatever the hell you at. So anyhow, my uncle had, I guess, the latest UFC game for PS4. And my stepdad, he always liked to talk trash about wrestling on and off to see if he can work me up, I guess. And but whatever, blah blah blah. And he was but for some reason he led into that my mom should wrestle. And he's like, yeah, your mom should wrestle. And you can design her gear, and her name would be, what name did he give her? Old woman something, some horrible
Oh.
name.
Oh my gosh.
Right? My mom's name is Denise, and her nickname is D Nice, right? So I said, no, D Nice should be her wrestling name. And I said, Mommy, you should come out to your theme song. You know, you should come out to a Little Kim song. I said, what would it be? Now she gets real quiet, and we all talk, and then at least 15 minutes, she's on her phone. I'm like, she's looking for a theme song, right?
That's dedication. I love
And
your
I'm
mom.
like, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, all right, let me see what she pulls up. And then finally, she shows me what it is, but she was looking at the lyrics. And I take my mama's phone and pull up the video, and she goes upstairs. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm putting on my coat and my hat. I'm going to come down to my theme song, right? So I'm hyped. I'm like, yeah, Mommy, we're going to do this. So for a 2-minute, because she, of course, in reality, unless you're a Undertaker or somebody like that, or Juan Francisco de Coronado, you're not going to come out to your whole entrance music. So it's only for 2 minutes. I had to tell her. I was like, Mommy, you only got 2 minutes. It took an hour to prep for a 2-minute entrance. Because she was so determined to learn the lyrics to Little Kim's No Time. Now, Wiggy, do you know the words to the song?
I don't, but I'm Googling it as we speak.
Good. Drew, do you know, do you remember any of what I'm talking about? This back in the Junior Mafia days of Little Kim? Biggie was probably still alive.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, Wiggy, as you look these lyrics up.
Oh my God. I gotta meet your mom.
My mom is cool, very, very hip. She's texting me. And very she's laid back. She you know, but she has her moments. When she decides to talk, she's hilarious. You know what I mean? But she's more quiet and reserved than I am. So anyway, so she's grabbing coats. Now, by the way, sidebar, the reason why she got the coat was that my mom was giving away my great-grandma's stuff. And my great-grandma got, like, hats and coats back when it was quality. So you'll see a whole bunch of hats I stole. My mom got 2 coats. And one of them, you know, she put it on because No Time and Little Kim and everything, they looked very rich. So she got on this coat, she looked rich. She got on the fur hat, boom. She got on the sunglasses, bam. And all of a sudden, I guess because my stepfather called her old man, she's like, I need a cane. I'm like, Jesus Christ, all right, Mommy, we're going to find a cane. So I find her a cane, bam. And now the natives are getting restless. My stepdad's saying, you better, my great-grandma named is Ruth. She's yelling up the steps. What are you doing? You better stop stealing Ruth's stuff. So I told my mom, get out of the living room, go in the kitchen, because you're going to mess it all up, because you're going to laugh first. I already know it. So go to the room. And so my mom comes down the steps. We kind of botched it the first time because she moved too fast. So we try again. And so we start from the sun porch. And I play the music, you know, No Time for, what's it called? No Time for Fake ones or whatever. And so she's walking with the cane. And then I should probably find the lyrics, but damn stuff. So here's the thing. I gotta, what do you call it? I have to time it right, you know. So by the time she gets to my step pop, because the whole thing was, hold on, Little Kim, No Time. And so, because the whole thing was she wanted to get to my stepdad to rap the lyrics. That's what she wanted. So I had to pull off a Larry Legend. Right? So and I'm like, you know, making her rap debut. Streets of Philadelphia, you know, and then I gotta go D-Nice, so like drag it all along and everything, and she gets right in front of my step pop, waved the cane in front of him. And my mother, who will be 50, will she be 53 next week, 53 or 52, says this to him. Yeah, our mama, Miss Nirvana, usually rock Prada, sometimes Gabbana. Stick you for your cream and your riches. Just like a boy, Demi Moore, Christiane, and all those rich bitches. Could you imagine your mother? Right? And then the best part was this one. Because we were upstairs and she said, I need money. And I said, okay. And I go downstairs, get my pocket change. And I was like, how much should I give you? First she said $5. So I give her the $5. I said, no, that ain't enough. And I give her extra $5. So she got 5 ones. Now, mind you, when she get to my step pop, we're expecting him to heckle and be a jerk. He was into it. He was looking at her like, damn, that's my wife right there. He's loving every minute of it. But the best part is when she threw the money in his face. And she said to him, what did she say? Chilling in the beds of my amigos, trying to stick his brother for his pesos. And threw the money in his face. And he snapped out of his trance once he realized that she threw $10 at him. I guess that wasn't enough. She insulted him with throwing cheap money at him, and that's when he snapped out of it. He was like, oh, no, this ain't right. Put that $10 back in your pocket. And then I go to him close with the camera, because this is all recorded. And I go, sir, this was your first time, what did I say? Experience D Nice. What do you think? He was like, oh, it was wonderful. It was beautiful. I enjoyed her debut, and she did a great job for an old lady. And then she starts smacking him with the cane, and then I turned the video off. So that was my Thanksgiving.
Wow.
That was way better than my day.
My mom channeling Little Kim. Oh, the good old days. That's it. Now, as I sip my tea, that's what I experienced.
Wow.
There you go, everybody. My mommy is cooler than the majority of yours.
Yeah.
Because you can let us see my mom. Let me see my mom. He raps Little Kim. And my grandmom, which I know Wiggy knows this, but I don't think Drew does. My grandmother is the 2000. What year was this? 2011? 10. No, 10.
10 or 11, you told me.
2010 New York City drag queen lap dance champion. So yes. So if anybody's curious to know why my personality is the way it is. That is why.
The women in your family are amazing.
There you go. So D Nice will eventually make her debut somewhere, serving sarcasm and choke slams.
You should send her to the CCW Academy to get trained by Drew.
There you go.
Oh, God. Yeah, I should, right? My mom will make people submit with the look of death. My mom got those stares at it. You said something wrong, and she look at you. You say sorry automatically. I'm trying to adapt that myself. And sometimes you need that. Like, you don't gotta slap people all the time. You need that look. Like, fuck you say?
You know what? That might come with being a mom, I think.
Maybe. Like, I don't know. Maybe. I think she had that for a while. But it probably is also being a mom. But I want to adapt that beforehand.
Yeah.
And after that, just in case people try to mess with me, take me for sweet. So, to give them that look like, fuck you say? Without saying fuck you say. So, yeah, that's one of my goals in life. To give them the knee seat. That's what I call it, the knee seat. They ain't ready for that. So
wow.
Yeah, so there you go. There you go. Now, what I didn't do was go out into the streets of Philadelphia and meet I'm determined to meet a certain person that I wonder if I know Drew heard of him, or me, or I don't know if you got to see him yet, but I doubt it because you probably would have took a picture. My goal is to go in the streets of Philadelphia and finally meet the man, the myth, and the legend, Philly Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
Philly Jesus.
Well, I heard you. I don't understand.
You don't
Tell me
understand?
more. Tell me more.
I will tell you more. So Philly Jesus is well, he's white. He looks just like he looks like Jesus. The pictures that you see is what he looked like, and he got the rags. He even got the wooden staff and stuff. He wears the sandals unless it's cold and he know better. But his beard and his hair, and he looks like Jesus. It's the most craziest thing. And he got arrested too, Wiggy. He got arrested.
Oh,
like 2
no.
weeks.
He got arrested a couple times.
Oh, a couple times.
For what?
Well, before he was Jesus, he got arrested lots of times. But but as Philly Jesus, the only one I know about is the one, and that was like a couple weeks ago. But every time I'm at where he's supposed to be, I never see him. Never, ever, ever. And that kind of makes me sad. But he went ice skating not too long. Could you imagine? Like, that has to be the most surrealist thing if you come to Philadelphia, right? And you see somebody who looks like Jesus on ice skates.
We went ice skating last year.
And here's the thing, Wiggy. Philly Jesus, according to social media, did not show up until April this year, or in the spring. So, and I discovered him in. Hold on, did I meet? Okay, and I didn't discover him until September or August, which made me really sad because I could have got a selfie with Philly Jesus. So that's what I want. I want a selfie with Philly Jesus. So I'm hoping before this year is over that happens. I would be ecstatic. Now, he answers my tweets, though. I was like, Philly Jesus, where you beans at? And then he'll say.
Have you met him, Drew?
No, I've never met Philly Jesus. I've just seen him on the news.
When he got arrested, he told me he saw him on the news.
Yep.
Is it a goal of yours by any chance, as it is with Yolanda?
Yeah, I don't know about that guy.
You don't know? Okay, good. Okay, how about okay? I'm glad you say you don't know, because I do enjoy talking to people because I know a few. Actually, I only know 2 people that can't stand him. One is my friend Tiffany, and one's my mom. My mom saw it. She was like, "That ain't no Jesus."
No. I just mean like he can do what he wants. Like, I don't have a problem with him dressing up like Jesus, running around town.
So what do you?
It's not like he's the only person who does that. He's just the only one who gets publicity for it in this area.
He's the only one I've seen that looks like him, though. Like I've seen some people, but this one is just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mom thought it was the most hilarious thing ever when I showed her the picture of him getting locked up. I was like, you make me want to go pray right now after laughing with you, seeing Philly Jesus pressed up against a police car. But yeah, so yes, it is a thing in Philadelphia. If you're like you're lying, this is nonsense. It is probably nonsense, but go Google them. Go Google them. You'll see craziness. But yeah, I look forward to seeing it. The black people love them, so that's nice. All right, let's see what else. Wiggy.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
No, actually, it is something I wanted to ask Drew that I hope it's okay to ask.
What's up?
Drew, you can marry me?
Huh?
You
Can I
heard me.
marry you?
Can you marry me?
I might have to take that up with my girlfriend, but
Now, see, that's not what I meant.
Wait,
were
you proposing, or are you asking if he's able to?
I thought he was like.
oh, you want me to wed you?
There you go.
Oh.
You want me to betroth you?
Yes, ooh, betrothed. That's a good word.
Yeah, I can do that.
so when did this happen?
In October.
Yeah. And what made
Yeah,
you
I got asked by a couple friends of mine to be their minister. Went and became ordained by the Universalist Church of the Internet, or whatever they call it. And I conducted their ceremony.
So wait, you can legally marry people?
Yep.
Oh my God, we're learning so much about you.
Anybody can do it.
You can marry people. You can design roller coasters. Holy shit!
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm finding all the good things about Mr. Gulak.
See, this is what happens when we stop talking about wrestling.
It's better that way.
It is better that way. Oh, could you marry Yolanda and I?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
well, well, I was gonna say before you took me off, caught me off guard with that one.
It's going to be a very special episode of Pantsless Radio.
Oh, I would love to marry Stephanie McMahon, but she's taken.
Yeah.
Curse you, Triple H.
If anything ever happens to him, everybody's going to look at you for it. You know that.
I don't care. I hope she cries on my shoulder.
It's like your shoulder you want her crying on.
Yeah, we'll say that on another show.
Again, the very special episode.
Very special episode. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know if I'm gonna bring that up or not. Yes, I am. Hey, Drew, when the last time you drew something?
Last time I drew something?
Yeah.
Like drawing? Like sketching?
Yes. If people don't know, Drew Gulak is also a very good artist.
Oh. I mean, nothing serious in a while, but since I was just down at Disney World, I drew Eeyore. Cool.
Oh, yeah? Where can people see that?
On my Instagram.
And how can they find you on Instagram?
Look up my name.
Drew, you are the worst. Everybody go to.
He really is, man. He enjoys leaving us hanging way too much. Yeah, just look it up.
At this point, it's round 3. I'm just gonna fucking call it on.
Uh-oh.
Anywho, yeah, Drew. Actually, that was a really good sketch of Eeyore, by the way. I liked how you did it too.
I had 5 minutes.
Really? Did they time you? Did they go, hey, you got 5 minutes to draw?
No, they got like a class. They got like a class, like an artist class, and they show you how to draw characters. So, no, Eeyore.
That's pretty sweet.
Anybody can do it. It's really cool.
Oh, cool. Oh, I have a Disney story. So, and it has to do with drawing a Disney character. So, whatever year it was, maybe 2000, something like that. We went to Disney World. Me and my brother and let me see. I think my brother and my stepmom, not stepmom, my step, or maybe it was just them two. And I think maybe we were stuck with James. But my stepsister and my brother and I went to where were the cabin resort or whatever, Disney World. They supposed to have like a water slide or something. But my stepdad failed to realize that the tickets, like we used up our water park stuff or something, so we couldn't do nothing. And this is around the time where, parents didn't buy their kids phones. So I called my mom to call my mother to tell her, yo, we stuck here in our bathing suits. Oh, well, I'll say it. 3 black kids in our bathing suits looking crazy in a cabin, at a cabin resort in Disney World full of old people. And so we look very suspect. And I'm pissed. I mean, I'm pissed. I'm livid. But this is when Yolanda was very, very, very nice, more nicer. So, I wasn't a spaz out. I didn't curse. None of that stuff. I was just mad. And couldn't do nothing about it, so I drew. And so I drew Mickey Mouse. And drew. I think I had it up my ticket stub. I looked at the Mickey Mouse and I drew it. And I drew Mickey, and I think I wrote on it like "fuck you, Mickey," and and left it at the cabin. I took my anchor out of the situation. And there was nothing I could do. There was nothing. We just had to wait, looking crazy in bathing suits, no cover up, no nothing. just bathing suits. And at that time, I was 20 or 21, so I really felt weird there at the time. So that was probably my last Disney sketch because I was probably scarred. I might try it again just to see if I'm okay. But yeah, that was my last sketch. Out of curiosity, Drew, when was your last serious sketch, and what was it?
I was studying at Community College of Philadelphia 2 years ago. And I took a sketching class. It was awesome. I think the last thing we did charcoal work, that one.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just still life stuff. It's fun.
Did they make you use a chamois?
What's that?
Did they make you use a chamois?
A chamois? No chamois.
Aw, all right.
Yeah.
So what did you draw?
Still life. It was what was it? It was like an alarm clock.
Was it a fight the power alarm clock?
Yes.
You liar.
Oh.
Of course it was.
So as you're on the road, you're on your way to the island of Rhodes, the Rhodes alone on Long Island, because you have an awesome weekend ahead of you. Are you excited?
So excited, actually. I can't wait.
Why? Tell the people why you're excited.
I'm excited to team with Bip Busick a bunch of times.
And who are you facing?
And I'm excited to wrestle Cherry Bomb and Pepper Parks also.
Yeah. And what's the name of the show and all that good stuff. Now obviously you can't really say, hey, be there or be square, because by the time it'll be over,
Yes.
but you can at least talk about, da. So go ahead.
Yeah, so by the time the show comes out,
Gotcha. This weekend they're doing a Live and Kicking because the last Beyond Wrestling show got canceled due to a shooting which happened.
Oh shit!
A shooting or a murder of some sort that happened at their venue, which was gang related. That's cool. They canceled the show that they played the night of the last one, and they weren't sure if they were had ever come back to that venue or not. They gave them a great deal and opened them up for 2 dates on tomorrow and Sunday. So Beyond Wrestling will have a Live and Kicking, which is like their return show, and then they're also coming back with their tournament for Tomorrow 3.
Yes.
Which I debuted for Beyond Wrestling a few years ago, maybe 2010, 2011 or something. And I think it was around that. Yeah, anyway. The second time I got to work for them was for the tournament for Tomorrow 1. That was the first one they ever did. I got to wrestle Aaron Epic one-on-one. And that was a good time for me. That whole weekend was amazing. It let me kind of find myself as a performer. So the tournament for Tomorrow has always been about building the future of the independent scene, or at least giving them a platform to kind of experiment, try stuff out, and do that. This one's going to be a huge tag team tournament.
I've heard a couple of teams who've been announced for that. I know the one I've seen the most is our Arcerium Portal is debuting for Beyond, which is very, very cool.
Oh yeah? Oh, the Superior on there too, right?
Yep, they've been there a bunch of times, I think.
Also, wait.
Well, I am gonna assume Team Tremendous definitely should be a part of it. With Dan Barry and Bill
Tremendous. Yeah, they'll be in there. They'll be there.
All right, cool. Also, they definitely should be up in there.
They're taking some time off from their investigation of the Beaver Boys.
And they're busy with their case, building their case.
They are. They're very thorough. This case they've been investigating them for quite a while. I'm not even sure what they're investigating them for at this anymore.
I don't know, but all I know that they saw a gaggle, I say, of Dominicans, and they got distracted.
Gaggle.
That's just terrible.
A gaggle?
Oh my god. All right, I think.
Ooh, okay, I have a segue.
Oh, go for it.
Awesome. Okay, so speaking of Beyond Wrestling and the various awesome tag teams that we just kind of mentioned, beginning on this episode, well, when it airs, December 1st, going through until Christmas Eve, December 24th, we are going to be opening up nominations for this year's year-end awards.
Oh, cool.
And I am well, you were actually, I think you won one last year.
I did?
I think so. I don't.
Nobody told me this.
I feel like you did.
What did I get? Do I get prize money?
You get a hug from Yolanda and I.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So we owe you.
Do I get like a certificate or a trophy or some shit?
We could probably wrangle you up a Post-it note that with like smileys on it, and you know, like independent.
I'll frame that. I'll frame it.
All right, cool. Yeah. So what we do is we have a bunch of categories, and we divide them all between WWE and independent wrestling because it's really not fair otherwise. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I want to say that you won Independent Wrestler of the Year.
Really?
I can't think of who else it would have been. I remember you getting a shit ton of votes, and I can't think of anybody who would have beat you.
Why was I never told it?
I don't know.
You're in trouble. Don't we? You're in trouble now.
Hey, you weed me earlier. I'm dragging you down with me, woman.
No.
I don't know. I'm sure we would have tagged you on Twitter. We would have added you. Or, I don't know. I feel like you won. But nonetheless, you were absolutely going to be nominated yet again for again Indie Wrestler of the Year. So, is there anybody who you think we will take your nominations? Whatever you nominate, I guarantee we will put it in. And I'm going to regret that so badly in like 30 seconds.
Why?
So who do you think is out there? I mean, you wrestle like everywhere. So you really do. So who do you think is out there that really deserves? We've got like Wrestler of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, Indie Show of the Year, Promotion, Match. Is there anything that really sticks out to Drew Gulak who you think absolutely deserves to be nominated? Nominated.
Well, you'll have to take me like through the categories and stuff, and then let me know what the guidelines are for including people.
Okay. Well, let's go with Indie Wrestler.
Okay, Independent Wrestler of the Year.
Yep.
And what's the criteria for Independent Wrestler of the Year? Because WWE, like their employees are contracted, but they're independent contractors.
They don't count.
And nobody who is who wrestles for WWE or they're or developmental. It's anything other than that goes.
Anything other than that does include international wrestlers?
If you'd like, yep.
No, it's your thing.
No,
like
it absolutely is. Anything. It's basically WWE, not WWE.
Okay.
You know, except no WWE or no TNA, because we're looking for like something that doesn't have like national. I was going to say national television coverage, but that actually might bring TNA back into the fold.
So,
okay, no.
But there's like other companies in the world that are like super big, like CMLL and like New Japan Pro Wrestling. Are you including them?
Definitely including them.
You are including them.
We are. You think maybe we should have a separate category for like international wrestler?
I mean, it's hard to compare like.
It really is.
A company like Combat Zone Wrestling to a company like New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, because their audiences are so much different.
Very different, yeah. See, the thing is, the reason that we kind of, like, we've included them if people wanted to nominate them, but neither Yolanda and I really follow, Puro or Lucha enough to really have, like, an idea to put things together ourselves. So we basically go by, like, if we open up nominations for the listeners to send us who they like on Twitter and stuff. So we've included people if it was brought to our attention, but on our own, we don't really know enough. We don't follow enough to.
You're saying like the best social media independent wrestler.
No, we're letting people vote via social media.
Right.
Yes.
Well, then how do they get in touch with their audience? Like your audience must like have a context, to operate with it. Because in my opinion, some of the hardest working wrestlers in the world work for All-Star Wrestling over in England, and like nobody knows who the hell any of those guys are, and they wrestle like every day.
Yeah. I think we definitely need to have an international category. I think is with the lesson we have just learned. Yolanda, what do you think?
I'm thinking. Yeah, you're right. But then I'm also thinking. Drew, can you just answer the fucking question?
Nope. Not that easy. Are you going to say United States Independent Professional Wrestling?
God, woman, I love you.
Or North
Okay.
America?
Yeah, let's stick with Canada and the U.S. as
All right, so North American Independent Professional Wrestlers. Does this include Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
Okay, so even guys who are under contract there exclusively.
That's perfectly fine. Basically, non WWE, non TNA.
Okay.
Anything else goes within Canada and the U.S.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. Am I allowed to pick one, or do I have to pick like a bunch?
Whoever you think is worthy. Like, we've already got a few names bouncing around. We've already had a few people who sent in votes, because I already mentioned it on Twitter. So we already have a few people, but I'm interested in knowing who an actual wrestler thinks else out there is really deserving.
All right. Let's see here.
I mean, I feel like I wish I had like Jeopardy music to play in the background.
Yeah. You could hum it.
We could hum it. We're probably not going to hum it, but we could.
No, that's a hard question for me to answer.
No, it definitely is, and I'm just like, well, you're on the list. So we have you on the list. We have Ricochet on the list, of course.
Why, of course?
Well, he's had kind of a ridiculous year.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of people.
Well, exactly. So
well, then name some, damn it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you know what? Well, you think about that, Yolanda. Let's mull.
Nothing. You're being smart. Go ahead.
I agree, but you know, I'm trying. You call him out on it. I'll be polite.
All right, fine.
So I'm also okay. A more fun category that I know you obviously have a great personal vested interest in. Best gear.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Now, see, I'm trying to decide if best gear if there should be a separate category for WWE, non-WWE. Or if that should just be one big category.
One big. I mean, WWE wrestlers got some shitty gear.
Yeah, a lot
so
do.
That's fine. I mean, there's not a lot that really has like really awesome gear. Like Randy Orton will never be on that list of good gear.
Oh God, no.
Oh, you know who will be on the list for the shittiest gear though for this year, which is great.
I didn't know we were making. Are we making a shitty gear list?
Yeah, I want bad gear too. I don't want just good. We gotta talk about the bad people too. For 2014, Batista. I know he'll be on the list.
Lutista?
Yeah. His shoes or kick pads never matches his gear. He just look crazy.
Yeah.
You think them Jordans is enough? Yeah. You make too much money for shitty gear, so he's definitely on the list.
He really does. It's very low rent looking. I'm not. You know who's being nominated for sure.
For what?
For best gear. You know who I'm making sure is in there and who's getting my fucking vote.
Danny Havoc.
No.
Oh.
That was actually that was vaguely obscure. No, well WWE wise anyway, Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah.
I'm voting for the Catwoman suit, man.
Catwoman. Yeah. I agree. Maybe it should be. There's a lot of shitty. No, you know why it shouldn't? Because I don't want to hurt too many people's feelings. That's why it shouldn't be separated. And I'm just being honest. There's a gamble, I know.
All right, I thought of one.
Oh, okay.
All right, actually, I got three.
Oh,
and
good.
I think they'd be good choices for that category. All right, so for Independent Wrestler of the Year, for what I've seen this year as far as connecting with a new audience and achieving goals and representing themselves as professional wrestlers, I think number one would be Kyle O'Reilly. I
Yeah,
think another one would be Fifth Music,
for sure.
and I think another one would be Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
Really? So I haven't seen a whole lot of him. So, I
What's
mean,
that?
I haven't seen a whole lot of Tommaso. So, what is it about him that you like? Biff,
no, I'm just
Biff,
saying.
I'm very familiar with. Kyle O'Reilly, I'm very familiar with.
Yeah,
I'm
those
just
three guys.
really.
Yep, that would be. I mean, those are the three. Like I'm trying to think of, like as far as independent wrestling
Mm-hmm.
for singles wrestlers. And Kyle is an accomplished tag team wrestler, as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think those three guys, like the past year was very big for them, as far as their own individual stock rising. And I think that they might go under the radar compared to someone like Ricochet.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I think that they should definitely be included on that list.
For sure. Thank you. I was honestly, when you said you had names, I wasn't sure if you were going to be serious enough. But no, there's actually really good nominations. Do you have any votes for best gear besides yourself and the awesome jacket?
Best ring attire? Is this including entrance gear, or is this just regular old
I
attire?
think it definitely should. It definitely should, because entrance stuff is where
Oh
most of the
man,
great.
no, you gotta go with Green Ant, Fire Ant, or Silver Ant, whatever he's called now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys look like fucking superheroes.
They really do. I've always been a big fan. Once they went with the shiny, the shiny material in their suits, they were good before, but that just put them over the top. So shiny ants, come on.
I just know that when they're at the merch table, like kids just stare at them in awe.
Yeah. All right, so we have what else do we have? Best theme song. That's another one that I'm kind of torn if whether we should separate it between indie and WWE, because you know what? There's really not a lot of good WWE theme songs.
Well, good. Then let them go in there. Then that's okay.
Yeah, like it's pretty much Bray Wyatt and everybody who's not Bray Wyatt.
I know what two theme songs won't be in there for the good, but they would be for the worse. For Luke Harper and his bootleg music, and then
Yeah.
fucking Eric Rowan sounds like fucking Stardust. That shit's
Oh,
terrible.
you don't like his glockenspiel?
No.
Glockenspiel.
Yolanda's anti-glockenspiel. Oh my god. I never knew. You think you know someone.
Well, it's horrible.
You know what? Is it really that bad, or is it only that bad compared to they were a part of the best theme that the company has?
It's bad, period, but it makes it worse because they were a part of such good music, and they just get like bootleg nonsense. Like at least Luke Harper is kind of in the world of like the old Wyatt song. Well, excuse me. Wow. What's your face? Eric Rowan. He's he's to the left with it. Like it's like this glittery music in the beginning, like fairy dust or something. I don't understand.
Yeah, it does not fit. Definitely doesn't fit.
And then worse, Titantron, it was still called Titantron. That goes to Luke Harper too. The fucking
Those
goofy
eyes!
eyes in the background.
Oh, the ice!
Looks like freaking. You know what I shouldn't even say what it really looks like, but it looked like multiplying eggs in a one feeder. It's horrible. It doesn't make no sense. That's all you can think of. Fire them all. That's what they should be firing. Hire me.
That's really the gist of the show.
Hire me. That's the worst.
Fire everybody,
like
fire
that.
Yolanda.
Well, you know who should really get best gear? Luke Harper. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because
Because it's the same gear he's been wearing since 2009 in Chikara.
He has managed to spend next to nothing on new gear for how long?
It's true.
Yo, he deserves an award or a Slammy. That's what he needs. He needs a Slammy or something, or a certificate, or maybe I should just like shoosh one up and send it to him.
Actually,
Twitter
yeah,
tweet it to him or
that
something.
does seem to just require acknowledgement.
It do.
Yeah.
Who has done that? Like lately.
Like back in the day, yeah, but like new people.
And you know what? Nobody bitches about it either.
Oh, probably seen that nasty ass shirt. I've probably seen that many a time. I think that's awesome. So there you go. All right. Well, you know what, Mr. Drew Gulak, I think I want to see if you're a real Philadelphian.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. There's 12 questions. Now, here we go. Number 12. This is how you know if you're a real Philadelphian. You hate Dallas.
Yes.
Oh, you do? Good. All right. Gotta give you a yes to it. All right.
How do you say? Okay, I'm gonna say the first part of it, and you gotta say the second part. Okay.
Sure.
Rita's.
Water ice.
Say it again.
Water ice.
Ah, you put a T in it. According to this site, you say water ice.
Yeah, water ice. I don't pronounce it like that, but the Philly way to say it is water ice. W-oo-oo. Like, woo.
W-oo-oo.
Yeah. That, short U, long O. Water.
All right. I really don't disagree. I don't agree with the next one I'm going to say, but I'm curious if you can. They say you're a real Philadelphian if you can spell Schuylkill. I think you're a real Philadelphian if you can't. But go ahead.
What does it make me? I don't know what that is.
The Schuylkill River.
It was the Native Americans that used to live in the area, Schuylkill River. Schuylkill, Schullkyll.
Yes. You. Now, why am I guessing? Because you spelled it wrong, which means to me you're real.
It's one L.
No, there's a Y in it. It's Schuylkill.
It's Kyll, right?
Wait, no. Schuylkill, according to this site.
Okay. I get it. All right. I was putting the Y in the wrong spot. My bad.
No, you get a point from me because I feel like you should know how to spell it. All right. There is a certain let's see, shopping market, and everybody supposed to pronounce the name wrong, but it's also the same name as a cartoon company. Can you guess what that is?
Wait,
Bugs
a market
Bunny's
and a
on it.
cartoon company?
Yeah, the same name. Bugs Bunny's on it. Who is it? Don't say it, Wiki.
Bugs Bunny brought it? Are you talking about Warner Brothers?
No, he didn't buy it. He's on it. So I'm gonna spell it, and then you gotta. That's what I'll do. I'll spell it, and then you gotta pronounce it. ACME.
Oh, the Acme.
You okay?
Okay. See. Wait. Okay. What is the Philly way to say that?
The way he just
It's the
said
Acme.
Acme?
The Acme.
Yeah, my grandma does that. It's Acme, but it's Philly way is Acme.
It's awesome.
Sidebar, my great grandmother, when it comes to a refrigerator, she doesn't say refrigerator. She says the Frigidaire. That's I don't know why, but that's what she says it.
All right, here we go. What is the number one Philadelphia slang?
The number one Philadelphia slang?
Yeah, slang word.
Youth?
No! I'm going to give you a second try. Come on, I know you know it.
I probably know it. Philly slang word, number one?
Yeah, the number one Philly slang word. Oh, come on, Drew.
Is it when people say art?
No, that's why I hate that. I think that's one of the most dumbest ones ever. Is R or R-I or whatever how you pronounce that nonsense.
I was trying to think like what people say in Philly. Philly slang.
Oh, you know it. I know
guys.
it.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, it's real like general.
No, it's
Right,
not.
what is it?
It is not. And I'm gonna give you a hint. It can be
Yeah,
used
give me
as a
a hint.
noun.
Used as a noun. Number one Philly slang word used as a noun.
You can use it in probably one sentence as a person, place, or thing.
Is it John?
Come on. I know you can do this. Yes! That is the number one Philly slang in life. More people say John than any other thing ever.
Okay.
I disagree with that.
You're crazy.
I think people say used a lot more than John.
Why? I disagree with that. You listening?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm just going to be very honest, okay? Use is more of a South Philly thing. Jaunt is a photo,
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do they both mean?
Use instead of saying, like use guys.
You guys. Yeah,
oh,
you guys.
use. Okay.
Well, jaunt is like, okay, one sentence. Hey, Wiggy, pass me that jaunt over there. Whatever item I'm pointing to or whatever. Or,
Or any of Ruckus's moves.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, he says the deal. He says the deal. He doesn't say John. He says
No,
deal.
you know who that is. That's G's.
Yeah.
You can call a girl or a guy a joint. You see that joint over there. That joint kind of cute or that joint kind of hot or whatever. Blah blah blah. So I went to the joint down the street. So I think did I name everything? Person, place, or thing. Person, place, or
So
thing.
it's just can be substituted for anything.
Yup.
Okay.
I went to the joint and we grabbed that joint over there.
All right, so I got that one right. Keep going. What was next?
I'll be the judge. I will give Drew a point for that one.
All right, have you ever been mocked for your accent?
Yes, all the time.
Really? Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
where?
My girlfriend.
All right,
Who's from Maryland and she has her own accent too. It's like those people.
I used to get mocked a lot in New York. They thought I was from the country.
God, New Yorkers have the worst.
I would know nothing about having an accent that gets mocked.
All right, I'll take these two away. How about this? Do you like the Roots?
Yeah.
All right, that was an easy one. All right, here we go. You have always rooted for Dr. J to succeed in the NBA.
I've only rooted for Dr. J.
Have you always rooted for? Matter of fact, I'll say Dr. J. No. Here we go. I'll change it. You've always rooted for Allen Iverson to succeed in the NWA. I mean NBA.
The NWA, huh?
Is that what he's doing now?
Straight out of Gulak. You always rooted for Allen Iverson to succeed in NBA.
Only when he's on the Sixers.
All right, so that's a yes. You never rooted for Kobe Bryant to succeed in the NBA.
No. What kind of questions are these?
Oh, I love that answer. I hate his fake ass Philadelphian. Fuck you, Kobe. I ain't never like his punk ass. All right, good. Let's see. Last but not least, and this will really test your Philadelphianism. You ready?
Sure.
You hear me? You know that only tourists, I say, go to Geno's, Pat's, and Jim's for an authentic cheesesteak. Why? Because they're drunk and it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Say that again?
Yeah.
That's right. You say that with conviction. That's right. I'm tired of you fucking people talking about some Pat's and Geno's. That's tourist food. No real Philadelphia cheesesteak. Got no damn cheese whiz on it. That's some bullshit. All right, Drew, you pass.
Thanks.
Okay, well, in Drew's estimation, where's the best place to get a good cheesesteak?
Gooey Louie's.
Yolanda?
Gooey Louie's in South Philly. They're good. I think it's
You know
Moy
what?
Men's thing or something. Or it's a Moy Men's thing or something like that.
I never been there, but it's not a but I never heard of it in the tourist connection, so that's fine with me.
Yeah, you want to go to like corner shops. They're all different. Some of them do better than others. Lee's is actually pretty good. Lee's Hoagie House.
Yeah, they are actually. I'm clapping to that because I've been telling people that too. Go to the corner.
Man, I want a cheesesteak now.
Oh, you too far.
I'm all the way in North Jersey. I can't get one of those up here.
I'm in Canada. Now I'm hungry. This is not good. I've never had a cheesesteak in Philly.
Oh, it's sad.
Oh, no, wait, that's not true. I've had okay, this probably won't count and you'll probably both hate me. I've gone to Chicky and Pete's at the Philadelphia airport.
Oh, no, you can't get a cheesesteak from Chickies. Chickies, you gotta get crab fried.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, when I go there, I like, they have a pizza cheesesteak.
Pizza steaks are good, but dude, Chickies is not the place to get them. No offense to anybody from Chickies and Pete's listening right now. Like, Chickies, you want to get like buffalo chicken or stuff like that, or
Oh, yeah?
mussels or seafood.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. You got to go to like the local pizza shops to get like a good cheesesteak or a pizza steak. Even they're awesome.
Okay. Okay. So pizza steaks are not frowned upon then.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if maybe they were, like if actual
It's
like
not like it's not like a real deal. Like you go to Tony Luke's, you can get that stuff too. That's pretty good.
Oh, okay. So it's not like some bastardized version of a cheesesteak. It's
It's like a special version.
okay.
Buffalo cheesesteaks are good too.
Ooh.
You read them?
No.
Buffalo chicken cheesesteak.
No, that sounds good.
Man, oh man, I want one right now.
All right. My last question from myself. Hey, Drew, do you have and I shouldn't ask this, I should know this by heart, but unfortunately I don't. Do you have a documentary?
Do I have a documentary?
Yeah, or a best of?
Oh,
I don't have a best of yet. I was talking to Smart Mark Video about putting together some kind of a compilation a couple weeks ago, actually.
There
So
needs to be
I'm
best
going
of
to follow up with them. I'd like to have that before the holidays. But I do have a, what do they call it? Shoot, there's a name for it. Anyway, it's like a semi-interview / behind-the-scenes look at a day at Combat Zone Wrestling with me, where you follow me around. And that's on RF Video's website. You can do which you can follow.
It's I know what that is. I can't think of what it's called either, but I've actually seen clips of it.
It's a backstage pass, is what it's called.
Yes.
There you go. All right,
And there's an interview on there. It's like a brief shoot interview, only a couple hours. It's like a sit-down thing. They just talk about, Combat Zone Wrestling and kind of the stuff I went through going in there. Yeah, hopefully I can do more stuff with them in the future also. But it was the first thing I've ever put out as far as, having a DVD just about me.
Yeah.
If you want to check that out, feel free to go look it up.
I'm on the RF Video website right now, and yeah, Backstage Pass with Drew Gulak, and it's currently on sale. I don't know if it's possibly for Black Friday or not, but it is on sale for $15, and there's a clip.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yep, there's a clip on the site so you can get an idea of it, and I really like the shirt you're wearing.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, well, since we're into plugging stuff, it's probably a good time to wrap everything up and let you wrap it up. So, what else do you have that you'd like to plug?
That I'd like to plug?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, you can always follow up with me on my website at drewgulak.com. That's got my upcoming schedule, which I need to update after this weekend, as well as links to any footage you want to check out of me and a resume and a way to get in touch with me if you want to hire me.
Which we highly encourage everybody to do.
Right. Fill out a form, push send, and it'll show up in my email. And I'll choose whether or not to respond to you. So it's very easy. Then you can follow me on Twitter at Drew Gulak. That's DREWGULAK. It rhymes with attack. Also on Instagram, same handle. And then something I want everybody to check out is Dojo Wars, which are my students from Combat Zone Wrestling. We put on bi-weekly shows at the CZW Pro Wrestling Academy, and they air for free online. Most of them are up on YouTube. Some of them are up on Daily Motion right now. Actually, time of when this should go online, we'll be in the middle of posting the Tournament of Valor online. And what we're doing is for the next 3 weeks from November 24th through December 12th, every day during the week we're putting up a new match all the way up to the final. Right now we just finished the first block of round 1. The next week will begin the second block and the semifinal. So you guys can follow that at czwdw.wordpress.com or at Dojo Wars on Twitter, or follow us on Facebook at CZW Dojo Wars. That should be it for that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or give it a search online.
Awesome sauce. There you go. Hey, you got an awesome new shirt. Can they only buy it? Can they buy it online by any chance, or just come to a show and pay you?
Yeah, right now, there's a new shirt featuring the badass ring jacket that Yolanda has designed for me.
Yay!
That lets you fly.
Yeah, and it was drawn by Danny Havoc. So you can pick that shirt up at any of my upcoming shows, any dates that I'll be on. December 5th, I'll be at Five Borough Wrestling.
I think the shirt's
the week
available.
The week after that, I'll be at Combat Zone Wrestling for Cage of Death 13.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Smash Wrestling on the 14th, the day after, if I survive Cage of Death.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm planning on surviving. It should happen. And then during the week at Dojo Wars, if you want to pick up a shirt from me there, you can too.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Yes, and the shirt is available at randomthings.co.
Right. Random Things are the printers. They will have stuff of mine online shortly.
Yes.
All right, cool beans, man. Well, I guess I'll do it. Drew, guess what?
What?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, especially because, just so everybody knows, this was actually like a serious endeavor, and we greatly appreciate the fact that this was actually an interview done in 3 parts over 5 days, and Drew was absolutely awesome just to be willing to do that for us, so we could have like a really good long interview, be able to talk a lot, have a lot of fun, and yeah.
It's my pleasure.
Everything, including your sarcasm.
My pleasure, my treasure.
And the fact that you like giving answers that leave us hanging, and yeah, that's okay.
I hope it was entertaining for someone.
It definitely will be, and of course it will. Well, there's no sense in plugging the date it's going to be on. Never mind.
Yeah, you'll hear when you hear it.
You'll hear it on Monday, but yeah.
Great. Thanks for interviewing me, guys.
Right.
We would love to have you back anytime, and
next year.
Yeah.
Right
after you will not be wrestling turkeys.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, get where you're going safe, and we'll talk to you later, okay?
Yes.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.